Regardless of how you ended up here, whether you're venturing into Asian cuisine or veggies are your jam, perhaps you want to eat healthier, getting a wok is a huge step in the right direction. And getting a YOSUKATA wok is a leap. And I'll tell you why. Any professional cook will tell you that having the right tools and utensils, pots, pans, knives that you know in your kitchen is half the battle, right? We get to know them. This is why today I'm introducing my favorite pan of all time. This is cast iron, will last me generations after I'm gone. And same with the carbon stainless steel, black carbon stainless steel. This one will also last a lifetime. Meet each other, please. We're going to make some delicious meals together. And I'm going to show you how. First things first, seasoning. Do not get intimidated. You wash your face, brush your teeth. There are many things that last a long time that require some type of maintenance. And seasoning will make sure that this wok will last you generations and will make your food taste. And it's not that much work. Let's check out the instructions together. Step one, we're going to wash our wok, both sides, with hot soapy water using a non-abrasive pad. Why hot? Because it has been seasoned prior to being sent to you in order to come in this beautiful shape. Otherwise, it would have rusted and gotten damaged. So we're going to wash with hot soapy water, not skimping on the soap, inside and out. If you ever owned a cast iron, you know how this goes. How do you tell if there was enough washing done? Take some white paper towels and wipe it. I washed it once. Paper towels need to be clean. If they're coming out black, then you need to repeat again. Be careful, the edges may be sharp. Let's double check. I'm going to give it another rinse just in case, but I did a pretty good job. Super easy. Okay, I'm going to rinse it again just out of precaution. However, I did a very good job. It took me all of 10 minutes, but it has to be hot, soapy water. And don't skip out on the soap. Get the good blue stuff. You know what I'm talking about, the one that cleans animals. It will clean this right up. I washed it a second time just out of precaution, but it wasn't necessary. I'm going to use a paper towel to show you guys that it's nice and clean. I also want to say I love that it's all welded together. There are no seams. This is so cool. Okay, as you can see, once it hits water, especially warm water, it starts changing colors. Okay, now we're going to dry it. Make sure you get all the moisture out. Absolutely all. Use as many paper towels as you need. Watch for the edges. And now, part 3. Step 3, we're going to heat the wok. Then we're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil and allow it to smoke, which means the exhaust fan, I'm going to turn it on, and the windows must be open. Do not do this in closed quarters or it's going to be smoky. So the highest heat you can, let it start heating. Once you see it starts changing the color, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. I will turn on the fan. I'll show you what I'll be doing, but you won't be able to hear me. The fan goes on. Important thing I forgot to mention is I'll be using an avocado oil. Make sure it's 100% pure. Avocado oil has one of the highest smoking points. This is why I'll be using it to actually do the seasoning, so it's going to last me a long time. As you can see, I buy big bottles because I use it for my cast iron as well. And it has no dominant flavor, so it's not going to give anything off to my food because I like variety of sauces and flavors. So an avocado oil is very neutral, and it's going to help you keep the taste of the dish that you like. Turning off the fan. As you can see, the oil has started smoking. This is where we want it. We're going to reduce the heat to low, and we're going to use a thick pieces of paper towel, preferably wearing gloves, to spread it all around. Okay, I'm going to put on a silicone glove that's going to protect my hand. Do not dip your hand in hot oil. I'm going to grab a nice thick piece of paper towel. I'm going to fold it, not crumple it, so it's easy for me to do. And I'm going to go in circular motions, making sure every nook and cranny gets the oil, okay? For about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's do this. And it's going to drink it up just like a cast iron would. Okay, 5 to 10 minutes. Now we're going to let it cool down. And if necessary, you can repeat the process, but you won't know until it actually cools down. 5 to 10 minutes. It has cooled down, so I can remove my glove. I'll grab a paper towel, and I will wipe it down, removing any excess oil. It's beautiful. I marinated some meat, so I'm very excited to try. And I'll show you the delicious food. Yummy in my tummy. A couple of things to remember about your wok and prior to using it. In your booklet, you will find all the instructions, everything that I've told you, but I just want to go over the cooking tips. So first and foremost, the wok doesn't have any coating, right? It's natural non-stick performance will be developed with every use. So it's very important to do the maintenance. Every time you use it, you let it cool down, wash it with water, dry it completely. And if you're going to be using it regularly, apply a tiny bit of oil, rub it all around, and store it away. If you're not going to be using it often, skip the last step. Don't add the oil. Just wash it with warm water, dry it completely. You don't want your wok to rust, and store it away. The wok's non-stickiness starts to work when heated. If you've used cast iron, you know that it needs to be properly heated. Don't put a cold wok, put an egg in it, and complain that it's going to stick. It will stick. This needs to be super hot. Don't forget to add a little bit of oil. A little oil goes a long way. I've already recommended in avocado oil, which is super cool because it's A, neutral, so you get to taste the dishes that you actually make. B, it has a high smoking point. So this is what I suggest as far as seasoning and cooking. Next, cut your ingredients into similar bite-sized pieces so they cook evenly. Remember, this is like an Asian version of our casserole. Everything cooks together, so pieces have to be more or less uniform, the same size, and you have to put them in the order that they will cook. Otherwise, this is not going to go over well. You have a whole section on 1, 2, 3. On page 3, it starts maintenance and continues to page 4. This is all. You get 4 pages of beautiful reminders and instructions on how to use it. Quite frankly, I'm tired of the prep. Let's actually get to cooking. I'm so excited. And we'll be making today some veggies and beef. That's the beauty of wok. This is the easiest and healthiest way to make your food. Vegetables and meats. That's all you really need, right? I prepared the meat a couple of hours ago, so it's marinating already. I'm going to cut up my vegetables as recommended, more or less the same size, bite size. Keep in mind, if you don't like something to be cooked down a lot, just leave it a bigger size, like such as broccoli. Leave the flowerette, and it's not going to get soggy. This is the beauty of it. You can take any vegetables, chop them up, put any type of protein, even fish. The only thing that I would recommend is do not put any acidic food. Don't boil anything in your wok. Remember, it is stainless steel. It can rust. And every time you add something acidic, it will ruin the beautiful pasta you created. And you'll have to pre-season and season. Okay, I'll be making beef stir fry. I had broccoli. I had some peppers. I had beautiful big mushrooms. I put some carrots and onions as well. And that's it. Just take out whatever you got. And let's do this. What you do is you take 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1/4 of a cup of water for every kilo. And then, and depending on how rough the cut of the meat is, you have to marinate it at least for an hour. Mine has been in there for about 2, but 1 hour is good. Once we're done, we're just going to wash it. Make sure we're going to get all the baking soda. We don't want to taste that. We also don't want it in our wok, so we're going to wash it through. Okay, first things first, we're going to heat our wok. And remember, we don't put anything in there until it is super hot. I've washed the meat. It's ready to go. I got the vegetables ready. You will need garlic powder. You can put regular garlic if you like. Sesame sauce and sesame seeds toasted. I don't have sesame seeds, but I want the flavor and the aroma. So I'm going to add oil. There's only one caveat. When you're using sesame oil, it needs to be ended at the end, like right before. How do we know that it's gotten hot enough? You can see it's changing colors, beautiful blue tint to it. We will add 2 tablespoons of oil. I think we can even get away with 1 because I have very good marble in the meat. And 1 tablespoon of beautiful oil. I'm going to reduce the heat to medium and grab myself something to work with. I will try a spatula. Keep in mind, this is my first time, so don't give me any grief. I'm trying this with you. Okay, I'm going to coat all of the bottom. Now I'm going to add my mess up. Okay. Move it around. Okay, I don't think I waited long enough. So let's see. Browning the meat at the thin should be maybe 2-3 minutes. Okay. Oh my God. I wish you guys could smell this. This smells so good. It is so delicious. Wow, it's beautiful. The wok is huge. It's 13.5 inches across. This is going to feed my whole family, and we have 5 people, so 3 of whom are males and love to eat. Not that I don't, but I've never seen anyone eat as you see teenagers, boys and girls. Okay? We're going to keep browning this. Maybe I shouldn't have reduced the heat until it's brown on all sides. Once the meat is browned on all sides, which depending on the size of the meat, in my case, about 3 minutes, I would say, give or take, which it should be 3 to 4 minutes, 4 minutes at most, because you should cut your meat into bite size. Since I reduced the heat, I'm going to try to save the situation. So I'm going to add one more tablespoon of oil to the side. Absolute newbie. This is my first beef stir fry, and I'm very proud of it. I think it came out beautiful. For next time, keep track of the sizes of the vegetables that you cut. Make sure that the longer it takes for it to cook, the smaller the size. Wash the beef really well after you silk it, tenderizing it, and just have fun with it. Enjoy. I'm super proud.